Hi guys, we're going to be working in Premiere Pro today. This is like one-on-one tutorial just for beginners, and I hope I can show you something here. So stick around. Time capture video. Capturing time on video. When you first open it up, it will give you a menu like this right here. These are files that you done worked on. You can start a new project, give it a new name. You can open a project that's not here, as you can tell. But I've got this one here that I usually open up in, and then I'll save it to a new name or something. I just like starting off with it. It's loading up. I work on two screens, so I'll be shuffling back and forth this recorder. Maybe I can go halfway. This may be unusual. But anyhow, I've got a file here. Now I'm going to drag it over here on the Premiere Pro. And if the resolution is different on your video than what's in Premiere Pro, it will ask you, do you want to change the settings or not. Apparently these were the same that was already in Premiere Pro. Now this is a trailer we're working on. Let me go back over here halfway. I'm trying to keep the resolution right. Let's see, gotta look at pictures, photos. Might as well just bring it back over here and look. But I like to show a picture at the beginning of my video of what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like right here. But I got to drag this off here and set it right there. And I don't know if I wanted to run that long, but this is all stretched out. So what I'm going to do is take the magnifying glass and the Option key on the keyboard, and it turns to a minus, and start clicking and making it shorter. See, it's getting smaller. That way it's manageable. And then we're going to play a little part here. I'm going to go back to the pointer here, click on it. These are all your tools that you use. Here's your cutting tool, your pointing tool, your magnifying tool, your pen tool for adjusting the height, and I'm not even sure what all these other tools are. Now I'm going to add a voiceover explaining what's going on here, because this really don't have an intro much to it. It's just mainly welding. So what I'm going to use is the same program that I'm using right now to explain to you about Premiere Pro to do a voiceover. So I've got to stop and come back to you guys after I make the voiceover, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, I'm back. I did the voiceover, and I'm going to drag it in here and show you how I do it. I'm explaining about these, what we're doing here. So I'm going to drag this out of the window. That's better. Okay. And then go to the folder, and then just drag it into Premiere Pro. As you can see, it's separating. There's a top and a bottom. You're just moving around till it gets above and below, and then let go. Now this one here, if you highlight it, you'll see it gives that little window that you'll get in with the screen recorder. I don't need that top part. All I need is the audio, and I'm going to raise the audio up. That little line there is where your audio goes. That raises it up as you can see the numbers changing. So now I'm going to click on the top one and then right click and then come up here to unlink, and I'm going to unlink those two, and this one here I'm going to highlight again and hit the delete key on the keyboard. It's gone. Now I can drag this one over here toward the beginning, and the welding, I may drop it down where it's not so loud. Now I'm going to hit the home key on the keyboard, and that will bring back the scrubber to the beginning. Here we go. I'm going to play it. Hey guys, we have decided to make our trailer into a double-decker where it will haul 2 boats. And that's what we're doing now. We're making one just above the other. So stick around. It's going to be really... Okay, so now you can hear I'm talking in the other one. What am I going to do about that? Okay, either I can get rid of that talking if it's not much to it, and it's probably not. So what I'm going to do is take the pen tool, come over here and click at the end of the audio I collected earlier. Put a node there and drag this one all the way down. That way it's got 0. As you can see at the bottom of the screen with the numbers, it's got 0. See the numbers changing? Well, quite got it. Yeah, it does. It's got zeros, yeah. To the bottom. Okay, let's hit the home key again. Play it again. I'm hitting the space bar to make it play. Hey guys, we have decided to make our trailer into a double-decker where it will haul 2 boats. And that's what we're doing now. We're making one just above the other. So stick around. It's going to be really exciting. Okay, now what I want to do is cut it right there. So I'm going to take the, because I want to put my intro behind there. So I've got the razor tool here. I'm going to cut this one here. And then I'm going to slide this down just a little bit. Now I've got to go look for my intro in a folder. And just wait. I am going and I am looking. I save all the stuff in intro folder. Start. Let's see here. Pull it over here and let you look too. Okay, this is the one I'm going with. I got to move it to the side to get it pulled over. Alright, this is my intro. I'm going to drag it in here. See, I left enough room there. I'm going to drop it right behind the other one. And I'm going to pull this one back up to it. Okay. Why is it dark right there? Okay. Here's another thing too. Put your scrubber above a video that you've got. Like this is my intro. And you can see it's too small right here. See right here, it's supposed to be on out toward the edge here. That white's supposed to be out toward the edge. So I'm going to right click on top of this link, and I'm going to go down here to scale to frame size. Watch it change. See right there? Now one more thing you can do on this is you can highlight that and then double click up here and click on effects controls and then click right here and then uncheck this uniform scale. When you uncheck that, that means you can adjust this like you want it. See, I want this a little wider, so I'm going to grab it right here and it will widen up. See it move on the other side? Now it's all the way around. Pretty cool, huh? But anyhow, let's go back over here and I'm going to slide these down a little bit. Well, it went up. Slide it down. Okay, right here, see the little red piece? I want to click right here and right click and apply default transition. And then over here, I'm going to do the same thing. That way it kind of fades out and fades in to the next clip. Default transition. Now up here, I'm going to click on the scrubber and let it play by hitting the space bar. And when it gets dark, we're going to stop. It's playing after the end of the clip. See right there, it's getting dark. Dark. Right there, stop. Now I'm going to grab this clip and pull it over to the scrubber line. Right there. Now this is what you'll be seeing. Let's start at the very beginning. Let's hit the home key. Here's the guy welding. I may raise that sound up just a little bit. We can hear him welding. But I'm going to get the pen tool. And right here is the voice. You can see the change. All this is his welding sound from the rod. This is probably me talking right here. And I don't need that with the overlay, the over voice I've got here. So I'm going to click there, and I'm going to drag this down to get rid of it. I'm going to click and add another node and get rid of it. When you drag this down, that means that's zero sound. The higher you go, the more sound it is. Okay, now I'm going to click this and hit the space bar. Hey guys, we have decided to make our trailer into a double-decker where it will haul 2 boats. And that's what we're doing now. We're making one just above the other. So stick around. It's going to be really exciting. See it go play out. See, it almost makes it. And all you got to do is click down here in the scrubber jump. See, I'm toward the end now. Okay. And what I'm going to do is right click again at the end. Default transition. And I'm going to do that over here too. And I'm going to let this one play on out till it gets dark. Right there. Drag this over. See, he's not saying anything or anything. Let me see if I can find another clip. Maybe he'll be saying something. And because I may get rid of that clip. Number 3. Alright, I'm going to grab number 3. I'll number them that way I can keep up with them. This is another clip. I'm going to bring the scrubber down here and listen to it. Looks like he's welding right here. Looks like somebody's saying something right here. So I'm going to jump in on down to that. Doing good, right? He's concentrating on what he's doing. Alright, this looks like he's going to have just a lot of welding in it. We're not hardly talking because he's busy welding and concentrating on his weld. But I've got to come up with some voiceover to fill this in, because that's what people want to hear on these YouTube videos. They want to hear information or something that's tribute to what they want to know. So I've got to pause this again, do some over voice, and then come back to you. Okay guys, I did another voiceover, and I'm going to drag the voiceover from the other folder into here. Here we go. Now, as you're in the middle, if you let go, it's going to sink right down in the middle of that. And that's not where you want. Actually, no, I was going to show you, but I really don't want to do that. Well, I'm going to. I'm going to let go. See how it cut it in half? Now I'm going to hit Control Z. That backs it up. That's an undo. Control Z. Well, there, Control Z. Now I'm going to go back and grab it again. Drag it over, and instead of letting it go in the middle, I'm going to push it to the top. I'm just pushing it to the top, and see it widen up. And I'm going to let go. One's at the top, one's at the bottom. Okay. And the top one, as you can see, it's got that small window. I'm going to click it, right click, and unlink. And then click the top one. Hit the delete key on the keyboard, get rid of it. Now I've got a voiceover on the bottom. And I may leave some of the welding. but right here I can see where I'm talking, and it's not much to it. It's no good information. So I'm gonna click. Well, I tell you what, watch this. Down here at the bottom, I don't have anything right here, so I'm gonna slide this down a little bit, right in the middle there, and then watch them. Well, it's way down here. I need it further back here where I'm starting at. I'm not going to be able to fit that in. Okay, so I'm going after the pen tool again. Click another node right here, because I got to get rid of that voice. It's going to be overlapping the other one. Let me put another click here, put another node, pull down. I'm going to widen this one a little bit further out. There. Okay, now let's go back here. Alright, so it's going to change again, and we need to do the little transition deal. Transition. Okay, we're going to let this play out. Actually, there's not much going on here. I am going to delete this one, so I'm clicking it. I'm hitting the delete key on the keyboard, getting rid of it. I'm going to pull this down to here. Let me get to where it plays out. I need the dark. Let me hit the space bar. Alright, stop the space bar. Pull that up. Pull this down. Now we hit the space bar and listen to it. The metal we're using for this trailer is a bunch of bed rail that we've had collected up, and makes really good iron. When you're welding iron like this, you need to make sure to give it full concentration, that you get a good penetrating burn on both pieces, melting them together. Because the last thing you want to happen is this falling apart as you're going down the road and damaging or hurting, you know, tearing up another vehicle or something, or maybe even hurting somebody. Sometimes it's good to add little gussets in the corners, like little braces, going from one piece of iron to the other to make sure that it's going to be extra strong. Now, see where this is a little bit shorter than the other one? If I want these to come out together, what I could do is highlight this, right click, and go to right here, this speed and duration, and click that. And you get all these numbers up. Well, you get 100. They give you 100, that's normal. If you go up on that number, it's going to move faster. Now, I don't need to shorten it very much, so I'm just going to raise it up just a little bit. Now, if I go 222, it's going to double the speed. He's going to run through it real quick, but it's going to be too short for my voiceover. But let's look at it. Let me highlight this. I'm going to go 222, hit OK, and watch it shorten up. That sucker's going to haul ass now. Watch it. The metal we're using for this trailer is a bunch of bed rail that we've had collected up, and makes really good iron. When you're welding iron like this, you need to make sure to give it full concentration, that you get a good penetrating burn on both pieces. Okay, you can still tell it's kind of fast forward, but that's alright. What I'm going to do is add a title telling the people it's running fast forward. So I'm going up here, clicking on title, new title, default still. Okay. Okay, you want to give it a name, your title a name, and that's what I'm going to name it. Okay, this is the, yeah, right here. This is where the title's at. So, you click right here, and you click down in here, and I've already got mine copied, so I'm going to paste it, and there it is, and I want it bigger, so I'm going to scrub right here. It's going to make it bigger. Okay, now I need to move it over. Okay, to move it over, first of all, I want to kind of give it I'm going to click in here, and I want to kind of slant the words a little bit. And then I'm going to hold the control key down on the keyboard, and then use my mouse to pull it over, get it where I want it. That way everybody knows that it's fast forward mode. Let go. And then we can go back over here to the main window. Alright, but down here in your project window, you'll see it. There it is right there. There's the title. I'm going to grab that, holding my left mouse key down and drag and place it right here on top. See, now you see the title on there. But now I'm going to grab the end of it and drag it, holding my left mouse key down over to here. And then I'm going to right click right here, apply transition, hit the end too, do the same thing. Okay, this is what we're going to be looking at. Coming out of there. The metal we're using for this trailer is a bunch of bed rail that we've had collected up, and makes really good iron. When you're welding iron like this, you need to make sure to give it full concentration, that you get a good penetrating burn on both pieces, melting them together. Because the last thing you want... Okay, see, now we ran out of clips, so now we're going to look for more clips. Okay, this one here was number 3. So now I'm going to go look for number 4. That is not number 4. Number 3. I gotta skip the clip. Number 5. Okay. See how it look? It's got that little 0 thing down there, and you're only getting one of them. You're not getting 2 of them. The audio's not here. So what you got to do, Premiere Pro ain't quite got everything together yet. So instead of dragging it and dropping it over here from the folder, bring it over here to your project area. And where it says copy plus, and just let go. Now you see it in here. Now left click it and drag, and you get both pieces. Pull them together, so you go up high, you go low, it pulls them together, and pull them in. And looks like he's welding again. Right click, add transition. We want to add transition to this one here too. I like to see them come in and out of everything. And together. Because the last thing you get getting dark. Okay. Thing you want to happen is falling apart as you're going down the road. So he's just welding. Just welding. I'm going to pull the audio down. And what am I going to do? Since it's just welding, you see it's welding all the way through here. No talking. When it's talking, you'll see a little uprise like this one here. Or these down here. So I'm going to highlight, right click. I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to just do 222. Seems like that's a good speed. And damaging or hurting, tearing up another vehicle or something, or maybe even hurting somebody. Sometimes it's good to add little gussets. Now, it will be more smoother once it renders. It'd be fast, but it'd be a lot more smoother than that after you render it. In the corners, like little braces, going from one piece of iron to the other to make sure that it's going to be extra strong. Okay. I'm not sure in any of these videos if we're talking, because when he's welding, that's what he's doing. He's welding. Let's see, that was 5. Alright guys, I did another voiceover, and I'm going to drag it in here. And remember, I want to separate it. like that. Pull it up, pull it down, see? Drop it in there, it messes up. Not unless that's where you need it. So I got it about where I need it, and then I'm going to hit the top one, right click, unlink, hit the top one, delete key on the keyboard, and then let's play it. This is where we're adding welded up. This will be a brace to help. Whoa, something ain't right here. I must be talking in the upper one. I gotta turn this one up. Actually, I'm gonna turn all these up. Bring them all up. These are the voiceovers. Just clicking with the left key and pulling them up. So I had the first one pulled up. And I may slide this down where it don't look like anybody's talking right here. And it's good to save your project also where you don't lose it. Come down here to save as, give it a name, and then click enter or save. Okay, that way you don't lose it. Now I'm going to hit the space bar. This is where we're adding a brace in between the two uprights to hold the upper boat. And then we're going to be putting a second well on top of our first well to make sure that we got full penetration of... See, I kind of messed up there at the end. Let me pull this down. Get the magnifying glass, stretch it out, bring it back. Penetration of see, I kind of goofed that up a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is cut that little bit right there off. Okay, did I cut that off? Yeah. Select tool. I like this one. Delete key. Go back and listen to it. Top of our first well to make sure that we got full penetration. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is hold the Alt key down. No, yeah, shrink it down. Maybe not that much. It's a little bit too much. And then hit the home key. Go back. This is what we got. Hey guys, we have decided to... This is what we got so far. To make our trailer into a double-decker where it will haul two boats. And that's what we're doing now. We're making one just above the other. So stick around. It's going to be really exciting. Okay, we've seen all that. So we're going to jump over it. Get toward the end. The metal we're using for this trailer is a bunch of bed rail that we've had collected up, and makes really good iron. When you, like I said earlier, it won't be as jumpy as when it's rendered out. Now, did this second clip here, was that fast forward too? It's another vehicle or something, or maybe even hurting somebody. Yes, it was fast forward. So what we're going to do is the title, highlight it, hold the control key down and hit C for copy. We're going to copy it, and we're going to put it right here next to it. Hold the control key down, hit V. See how it went down there? No good. I wanted it up there, and it's jumped down here, and I don't like that. So now we're going to do a Control Z to undo it. Now what you do on that is you lock these in. Lock that in. See the little stripes? You might as well just lock these in to protect them. Okay, now we're going to hit the Control key and the V for paste, and it goes right there where we want it. Only thing we got left to do now is line it up, and then I want to unlock these by clicking, and then we're going to check this one here. I don't remember if it was fast forward also or not. We're adding a top brace to hold the boat above. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't fast forward. It's normal. So now what I'm going to do is jump down here to the end and I'm gonna go look for the folder and find my end clip, how I ended the outro. And this is the one that I just dragged it in from the folder. And I may want to do the end like that too, so I'm gonna right click, transition. Might as well just go ahead and throw a transition in this one starting. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. Right there is where I want it. Now I'm gonna pull this into it, and then I'm gonna hit the space bar again. Hey guys, that's it. Uh-oh, one thing, it's a little too loud. I'm gonna pull that down, and it's not big enough. So what do? You're right, not there. If you click on top of that right there, it gives you a different menu. So unclick, click further down or further over, right click. Let's see, scale to frame size. See there? Tell them where you seen it at. And if you like it, and subscribe. We'll stay in touch. Okay, now since you got all your clips in order and got them shortened up, hit the home key on your keyboard and watch all the way through just like you're enjoying it. Take your time. Hey guys, we have decided to go through the whole thing. Now you can scrub and jump around, like we know what this is all about, so you can jump over that and remember what some of this is about, so you can jump over that. But there's a long clip down here. You may want to just scrub through it and just see if it's anybody talking, if everything's cool. And once you got everything out of it or straightened up like you want it, then go up here on File, click File, click Export. Well, go to Export, highlight it, and then come up to Media. Click Media, and you will get this window here. Now you got settings. This is format settings. I like the H.264. It just seems like it puts out a more clearer image that's designed for today. Of course, there's Blu-ray. You got all these others you can deal with, but some of these you don't hardly use. Not for videoing. Well, you can for videoing, but this is the more up-to-date one here. And then you got presets. You can go down here. You can scroll. Well, let me do it again. Hang on. Here, you scroll down, and you can even find YouTube down there. This is for your tablets and stuff. You can make it for any size you want. This is all presets and stuff. I don't use this program for my uploading for YouTube. I use Handbrake. Handbrake does a lot of things for me, so I end up using Handbrake. So I'm leaving that one as it is. Well, it needs to go back to the default. Where the default is. Now I got it on custom. Okay. Match right here. High bit. This is it. This is where it was at. Source high bit. Okay, and then when you got to click here and title it. Whatever you want to title it. Of course, I've got to go back and check all that one anyhow, but this is what you guys would do once you get finished, and then you'll title this Trailer 2, or that's Toe, Trailer 2, or whatever, you know, and then click Save, and then it will render it. And make sure you know the folder where it's at. You can put it in videos, send it off to videos. That's usually where I send mine off before I get ready to upload it. Of course, I run it through Handbrake first, and then I upload it. But that was spelt wrong too. But anyhow, that's what you do. And yeah, that's it, buddies. That's it. Get the Premiere Pro, play around. There's a lot more, and I may make a second one. Tell you a little more. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to know. Thanks, guys. Talk at you later. Bye. Hey, guys, that's it. Tell them where you seen it at. And if you like it, like it. And subscribe. We'll stay in touch. If you got any comments, leave them below, and we'll get back to them next time. Bye. See you later.